Hey billionaires, Nicholas Bayerle here. Welcome back for this week's episode of the 5 Physical Attributes of Health. These are going to transform your entire life, and if you've applied the breathing techniques and the hydration, which as a high achiever I know you did, just like I applied them, many thousands of other guys have applied them as well. Seen a result, I know you've seen a result as well. So I'd love to hear that in the Facebook group if you saw a result already just from the first 2 weeks. Well, here's the third video. If you can guess what this is going to be, it is the third physical attribute of health, which is sleep. I actually created a deep dive video that you can get the link below or in your email where I went into more in depth and I created a presentation on more benefits of sleep because there are just too many to cover in this video, and I know your time is worth more than gold, worth more than money, and is so valuable. So I'm going to tell you guys what it's going to do for you, why you want to do it, and the exact step-by-step how. So first off, the nighttime routine and the morning routine are a big contributor to how you sleep. So we want our body to not just sleep for a certain amount of hours, but get the most out of the sleep when we actually are sleeping. So if you notice, if you look in the sky, if it's daytime, and if it's not cloudy, which I live in San Diego, so it almost never is, then the sky is blue. That means that the sun is putting off a blue light. There's a thing called cortisol in your body that is just your stress hormone. So just think of stress as cortisol, but not all stress is bad. There are bad stresses for sure, and this is why mindset is such a big part of this, because you can literally think about something now and stress, but not that stress actually is releasing cortisol, which is a hormonal response. So there is a good stress, and that's called releasing cortisol in the morning because of blue light. That's what gets us to wake up and like we were ready to hunt and ready to defend animals, and gives us all that energy in the morning. And it's also why that when you have blackout curtains, when you sleep in a hotel, you wake up at 3 in the afternoon, because you don't have that indicator, that light that is keeping you awake. It's also why it's hard to sleep if you're looking at your phone, looking at the computer, looking at the TV. So let's first talk about the process during the day leading into the night, and we'll actually go through what the morning routine or the nighttime routine and sleep should look like. So when the sun goes down, obviously you don't want to be producing more of the stress hormone that's going to keep you awake. And I'll tell you why. It's because you don't want to tap out all of that energy source so that it's not refueled for the next day so you can use it again. This is how people get adrenal fatigue. This is why you get burnout. And this is why you're not performing optimally every single day. Because the things are going to take you from living to what? To thriving. So when the sun goes down, you want to limit the amount of electronics that you're looking at with blue light. So the phone has blue light, the TV has blue light, this light in my freaking face right now has blue light. Everything's attacking me with blue light all the time. That's going to release a stress hormone that's going to keep me awake and more restless, which means that when I go to bed, I'm not going to get that deep sleep right away. It's going to take a while for my body to relax and get into that deep sleep. So here's a couple ways you can fix it. One, you can turn off the blue light on your computer and your phone. Make sure that you have all lights off in your house and live like the Amish with a candle. Okay, cool. So you could do that, but I know you're growing a business. So here's another way. You want to limit the amount of blue light by getting maybe blue blocking glasses. There's a link below, and you can get those off Amazon for like $8.95. And if you want to look like a badass, you can get them for $100. Either way, doesn't matter. Get blue blocking glasses. Use them after the sun goes down. That'll block the blue light from hitting you and decrease that stress hormone, making it a lot easier to go to sleep and get better quality sleep while you're sleeping. Obviously, you don't want to have your body all freaking worked up either right before you go to bed, so that your body can enter into that rest right away. How would you like if you slept for 8 hours and you only got 6 hours worth of rest? Talk about wasting time. So let's get the full. Even if you slept 6 hours, as long as you're getting the full 6 hours, then we want to make sure that you're at least sleeping for around 6.5 to 8 hours. Those are the windows that we want to have you sleeping to work optimally. So everyone always asks, like, what's the benefits of sleep though? What's it going to do? I'm so glad you asked. One, this is where your muscles repair. Two, for men, we talk about testosterone a lot. It's the dominating male hormone. This is where testosterone is replenished. So imagine a bottle of water is your testosterone, and as you go throughout your day, you're using it. And then at the end of the day, you're tapped out, go to sleep, and it replenishes it. So if you're not sleeping, what's it doing? Not replenishing the entire bottle, which means the next day we have to ration out, and then your body's not able to perform at its peak performance mentally, physically, because testosterone is going to be risk-taking, increased muscle mass, decreased fat, It's going to make you look more like a man, feel more like a man, attract the right woman. So who wouldn't want that? So the number one way to reproduce testosterone is going to be from sleeping. So we got breathing, hydration, and then now sleep is the third physical attribute of health. What it's going to do for you, again, is increase muscle, decrease fat. It's going to give you mental clarity. It's going to give you higher testosterone levels, help you replenish that testosterone. And if you ever try to go work out when you get 4 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours of sleep, you feel like crap the majority of the time, and you're not being a giver to anyone else in your life. You're just taking when you're not sleeping. So we know what it does. Now here's exactly how you're going to do it. You're going to go to sleep for 6.5 to 8 hours. And again, a more in-depth video is down below. You want to get the least amount of blue light, the things that are keeping you awake, before you go to bed. And then when you wake up, you'll have more energy because you'll have higher testosterone and more of that good cortisol to keep you going in the morning so that you can go and attack your day, dominate, and be more productive. So right down below, you're going to have another homework assignment. What are you trying to get out of it? What is the reason, and what are you going to get out of sleeping? Why do you want to do it? What are you going to use that newfound energy for, that higher testosterone level for, that better mental clarity, the lower body fat percentage, the more muscle? What are you going to use it for? Why do you want it? And then the third thing, again, is application. If we can have all these together, information plus application equals transformation. So we're learning a lot here, but if we don't apply, we'll never see a result. So go and apply, and you'll see the result.